Hey everyone, it is Tarot Reiki Deanna here to do another weekly tarot reading with a guided message just for you, for your sun, moon, and rising sign. And I wanted to go over first that Mercury went direct on 4/7, and this reading is going to be for 4/8 through 4/15. On 4/12, we have a full moon in Libra, which is all about balance and balancing out your relationships, balancing out yourself. And we have Venus going direct on 4/13. So let's get started calling in your angels and guides. And I'm going to, like I said, do a channeled message for your sun, moon, rising. And then you're going to get a card from the energy deck, an animal card, and then a card from the stress less cards to see how can you handle this full moon with a Venus retro. Okay, so first up, we're going to start with Aries. So Aries, I got that there's a lot of cosmic energy. Happy birthday to you. This energy is going to propel you forward. It's asking you to take a bold action on something in your life, and that your personal life is beginning to feel more harmonious. Also, it's for you to pursue some new goals and heal any heartache that is left over from the eclipse, because something got eclipsed out of your life. Okay, so let's just see, Aries, what card or two you get from the energy deck. And I got Archangel Michael. So Archangel Michael is helping you. This is also number 35, helping to clear any cords, helping to guide you at this time. I got that you might have some anxiety about something going on, and it looks like it's about money. So we have contract upside down. It's time for you to turn it right side up and to balance out the contracts in your life with people, or with your money situation, or with work. So ask for what you need, believe you're going to get it. And let's just see what animal you get from the animal deck. I got a woodpecker here, beautiful woodpecker with a red head, and it says eternal bliss. I experience bliss by connecting with my true essence. So you truly desire to be seen, to be valued. So value yourself and get that part of your life balanced, where you're seeing your net worth is how you feel worthy of yourself. And let's just see what the stressless cards have to say. How can help you during this week with this full moon? And it says, relax your head area. Are you thinking too much? Are you stressing yourself out there, Aries? It says, close your eyes and relax the entire area around your head. One part at a time: your ears, your jaw, your teeth, your cheeks, your chin, mouth, tongue, nose, and eyes, forehead, and scalp. Relax your face totally for a few minutes. Breathe. If this feels difficult, make a big wide grin and relax your face. Stress often produces pressure around the head, and Aries rules the head. With this relaxation of these thinking centers, you'll feel more relaxed and calm. So take a breather, go get an Indian head massage, or one of those things, you put on like this and it massages your head. So just take a breather. You're thinking way too much about some things. You have some anxiety about money, so just breathe it out and know what your worth is and call it in. Okay, Aries, good luck. And like I said, if this is mostly for your sun, moon, and rising, so if you identify more with your rising sign, then look at that and take what resonates, leave the rest. Next up, we have Taurus. I've got be active at your office and stay cool. There's going to be some situations that you need to pay more attention to. You need to troubleshoot through some deadlines. You can do it. It just seems like coming off the eclipse, there's just some things that need to be addressed and fixed. And we're also coming off of the Mercury retrograde, still in the Venus retrograde, and you're ruled by Venus. So I want you to think about professional success and be grateful, count your blessings. And if there's anything related to a love issue, address it and think outside of the box. Okay, so let's see what cards you get from the energy deck. I shuffle till I hear stop. And I got, okay, action. So it's time to take action. So there's something, you know, in your life, at work, where you need to move forward. You need to fix some problems. You need to, like it said, troubleshoot, take the action that's necessary to address any issues in your professional life. And like I said about gratitude, have appreciation for the things in your life that is going to help you. So every day, get up. Say 5 things you're grateful for before your feet hit the floor. And there's something that you're walking away from. It could be a bad habit, or it could be that you really do want a little bit more money or some more recognition, and so you're walking away from not getting that. So just look at that during this week in the full moon. You also got contract. What is your contract with the people in your life? Go over your soul contracts and also your contract with your work and your job. Is there anything that needs to be looked at or looked at again after the Mercury retrograde to get some more money, or to just feel like you're being appreciated, and because you really do believe that you deserve more, and the door to value is opening up, because it's opening up here inside of you. So also I feel like it's a good time to budget. It's a good time is there some things you could cut out? Are you doing too much Starbucks and not enough of something else, like self-care? Because self-care is going to be really important this week. All right, let's see what animal you get there, Taurus. And I got a wolf. So it says, I dream with the stars, and my knowledge is to know no bounds. All right, so we've got the wolf energy, feeling like a lone wolf at work or in your relationship. It's time to look at that and embrace the strength that comes with going within and handling something on your own, but also thinking outside of the box. And let's just see what stress less card you get. And I got the rocking chair. So it says, think of yourself as an old man or a woman sitting in a rocking chair, writing your memoirs of the present moment. What would you write about? What would the old you tell the young you? Investigate this situation from a distance for about 5 minutes. Taking some distance will give you a new perspective. Now, some of the things causing you stress will start to seem small, because, we're all going to be old in a rocking chair one day, God willing. And I feel like, why don't you just get some advice from your older self on whatever situation is troubling you right now? Okay, good luck, Taurus. Next up, I have Gemini. And Gemini, those eclipses and the Mercury retrograde was a lot. So grieve whatever was lost during that time. It could just be a habit, or maybe some people have moved out of your life, or maybe it's just an old way for you that you've been seeing yourself, and make space for something greater on the horizon. They're Gemini. Okay, so let's just see what card you get from the energy deck. Okay, so it looks like you're being asked perfectly at this time with the full moon in Libra to bring in the angel of balance. So balance your life. You know, are you spending too much time working and not enough time being creative? You need to add some time on your calendar to be creative. Or have you not spent enough time with your family and you've most been working? Whatever it is, it's time to balance it out. Balance your checkbook, and also create a budget would be great. I got Deceit. So have you been lying to yourself about something there, Gemini? Or has someone been lying to you? So this is being brought forth to release on the full moon in Libra. And I got rest. So make sure you take some time to rest around this full moon. It's going to help rejuvenate you. Let go of any attachments to an outcome. Release any darkness. And maybe you want to do entity removal. Like if you've been feeling like you're carrying somebody else's stuff on you, then do a cord cutting. I have a video for that, or call the angels in. Or maybe this could be like an attachment on like where you wanted to be in life and you're not there yet. And so just be easy on yourself, speak kindly to yourself, release any attachments to the outcome, and follow the temple path. So go within, go spend some time outdoors, find a beautiful place where you can connect with nature, which is going to help you in your spirituality and opening up your crown chakra, or even getting a download. Okay, and next up, let's see what animal you get, Gemini. Ooh. All right, I got, what did the fox say? So I got a fox, and the fox says, my inner light is serene, bringing calm and clarity to my life. So it looks like you need some clarity. You need some time to be outdoors to release all of that intense pressure from the eclipses. Maybe you'll see a fox out there, and the fox is asking you to be clever in handling any situation that's been bothering you. So let's just see what stress less card you get. And it says, pay attention to your thoughts. Pay attention to your thoughts. Close your eyes and think of your thoughts as a movie you're watching. The movie is on the big screen. You can see it, but you have no control over it. Just sit there with your popcorn and your soda or your water and watch the motion picture for about 5 minutes. Doing this exercise will reduce negative stress reactions in your body. So you have so many thoughts going on, Gemini. It's like they're incoming, like like a busy airport. So just take some of them and pretend to put them on a screen in front of you. And which ones do you want to focus on, and which ones are coming in from maybe other people or things that you really don't need to necessarily deal with right now. So get your thoughts out as if you're seeing them on a movie. Which is the most important? Pick the top 3 most important things for you to focus on, and focus on those this week. If you get distracted, go, is this in my top 3? Then I don't need to worry about this right now. Okay. Good luck, Gemini. Next up, I have Cancer. How are you guys doing? Are you feeling the effects of the full moon coming up? You're ruled by the moon. And I got, you have a really long to-do list right now and things you want to accomplish. And your anxiety coming off of the eclipses and coming off of Mercury retrograde and still being in Venus retrograde with now a full moon, it seems like your anxiety is heightened. So prioritize what's important. I'm going to say the same thing I said to Gemini, which is find 3 things that are most important to you this week. And also I'm going to extend 3 goals that you'd like to achieve this week, and focus on those, because your time and energy is very precious, And if you're spending time worrying about things, 10 years from now, and there's nothing you can do about it at this moment, really want you to conserve your energy, because we're going to do a release. We get a little bit emotional around the full moons, a few days before and after. So let's just see what cards you get from the energy deck. And I got really anxiety. Okay, so anxiety. And then I've got Archangel Michael. So ask Archangel Michael to clear your head and to, protect you and clear you of unwanted anxiety. I've got the sun. So focus on positive thoughts. Think about, just the sun being on your face, how in spring the flowers are blooming, and it looks like you need to spend some time alone. This is a beautiful woman here in the water. So go spend some time nurturing yourself, nourishing yourself. You need to do one thing at least this week just for you. And it's going to make you feel better. Just know that life is a journey and you're on it. You don't need to get everything done this week. Feels like you're putting a lot of pressure on yourself. And gosh, there's just been so many energies. So give yourself a break. Take it day by day, step by step. Be in the present moment. And there's some indecision. So you're thinking, do I go left or right? If you're not sure about something, reach out to a mentor. And I would go with the first answer you get within 8 seconds. Looks like there's been some people around you that have been envious or jealous of you. So I just want you to be mindful of that, and just to ask those energies to take a step back, and then clear up if there's any envy in you. Are you jealous so somebody can take this trip around the world and you don't have the money for that yet? Well, then just go through the doorway after this full moon to personal healing and happiness. So create the life that you desire, that you want. Have peace within yourself. Let go of the anxiety so you can create from a beautiful space and ask for what you need and believe that it's coming to you. And then I got Angel of Love. So bring in some more love. Do something loving just for you and begin to see the world through eyes of love again, because the eclipses were just really a lot. Okay, so let's see what animal you get. And this one came popping out. I got the snake, and it's the year of the snake. So remember, we have a whole year to get things accomplished. So just breaking it down this week into 3 goals, 3 of the most important things, and 3 ways that you can nurture yourself. The snake is saying, my energy is sacred and I honor it by nurturing my mind, body, and spirit. There you go. You have all year to accomplish your goals for this year. You don't need to do it all this week just because Mercury went direct. And let's see what stress less card you get. Give yourself mind candy. Give yourself mind candy. Give yourself a thought treat, just like you would a piece of cake at a party. What is the most delicious, happy thought you can think of? What thought makes you smile? Bring that thought into your mind for 5 minutes. The body reacts to positive thoughts with good hormones, which help your body to relax. So I want you to change your screen on your phone to something that makes you smile. And if you get stressed out this week at all, and like it's saying you have some anxiety, you're gonna breathe, you're gonna ground in, you're gonna know you don't need to take it to finish it all this week, that you have a whole year for your goals. But what are the 3 main goals for this week? 3 main ways you can take care of yourself. And like I said, change your screen on your phone to something that's going to make you smile. So if you're having some kind of day, pull it out, look at it. Oh, there's my kids or my cat or my dog or whatever it is, or a picture of the beach or a trip coming up. So whenever you're feeling like, oh, like there's a lot this week and you're just feeling overwhelmed, look at that and just be in that moment and smile, okay? And let's see. Yeah. Yeah, I think that's it. So next up we have Leo. So Leo, look at the universe. It's working in your favor. So there's been a little bit of blame game. Maybe there's been some issues with the retrograde and it's just been causing a little bit of havoc with your electronics or with dates being moved for different things. So let's just stop all the blame game and just know that it's working in your favor, okay? And I want you to set your intentions with clarity. So let's see what cards you get, Leo. Yeah, there's been some hostilities. So the eclipses are bringing out, your warrior self. Maybe there's been some arguments or disputes or things have been said. So just go ahead and clean that up this week. It looks like your romance is upside down, so let's write it up. Let's release the anger and bring in more love to your life. And it looks like you're overthinking some things. It says the thinking woman, could be thinking man. You're overthinking something. And I want you to bring your magic back. And the mirror. Life is a mirror. So how are you feeling within? Get yourself aligned, get balanced with this full moon. And if there's any negative energies around you, just see yourself surrounded in white light and send that mirror outwards to bounce back to anybody that's being negative. All right, so let's see what animal you get. Okay, so it looks like you got a bee. And it says, celestial being. I'm a celestial being connected to the stars and infinite universe. So once again, the universe is working for you. Just maybe spend some time outside and expand your energy. Release all the effects of the eclipses and set your attention to balance your energy with the full moon coming up. All right, let's see what stress less card you get. Okay. I got this one just fell out. Hug, touch, or be gentle. Hug and touch other people as well with their consent. So if not physically, you can be gentle with others with your words and actions. So it's time to bring a little bit of gentleness towards yourself and concentrate on your speech. So there's some hostilities now now you're being asked to be gentle with your speech and ask people how they are and really listen. Sprinkle your good, encouraging words into sentences. So, this makes you feel like hug, touch, and so hug your kids and maybe go get a massage because you've really had a time with the eclipses and the retrograde, and then just forgive yourself. That'll help with stress, yeah. Go book yourself a massage there. Hug your kids, hug your friends. Hey, my bad. That was an intense eclipse. Let's move forward. And good luck, Leo. Next up, we have Virgo. All right, Virgo. I got, at the Cosmic Cafe, as they call it, I heard you didn't come here to play small, so give yourself permission to show up and to push your boundaries, and it's time this week for a new creative endeavor. So let's see. Looks like you've got angelic helper, and it's Archangel Shamuel to help you with your power, with your self-esteem, to highlight what you want to do creatively. So you've got assistance there. Looks like you've been thinking about your money a lot or financial constraints. So this is being highlighted and what you're to balance around the full moon in Libra. So you're going to ask for balance and focus on your family. So maybe you're going to see your family, or you're going to do something fun, or you're going to plan something with them, and just be in the moment, have a good time, release the fears about money. It looks like there's some deceit. So either you're deceiving yourself about a money situation, or somebody has been deceiving you. You felt like you were being deceived. So just ask for clarity. You know, take a rest, rejuvenate yourself, release your fears around money, release your fears around feeling constrained, and yeah, rejuvenate yourself. Go get some Reiki, release the attachment on timing of things, or release your attachment on the outcome, and stop worrying. And yeah, you're overthinking something. I think it's about money. So you're being asked, it says broken heart. So something upset you, hurt your heart. It's time to heal your heart around the full moon. And then it looks like Mr. Fabio here comes in with a coin. So you need to heal your heart, do some inner work around the full moon, release anything about, you know, what has hurt your feelings, or if someone has deceived you, or they lied to you, or somebody lied to you about money, or you feel like someone's lying to you about money. Release that. Or maybe you've been lying to yourself that you're fine and you're not, and you need to budget better. So it's just time to look at that and heal your broken heart about something that hurt you maybe during the eclipses, or just something up until this year you didn't want to deal with yet. It's time to look at that. So just ask for some healing, and then you're going to spend some time with your family, it looks like, and just enjoy yourself. Just be in the moment. Release, you know, fears. Let's see what animal you get. And I got a kitty cat. So this black cat, a lot of times it's for protection. So now you're protected. And I got infinite creativity. So I tap into my infinite creative self, expressing myself with joy freely. So you might see a kitty cat in your path. So if you see a black cat on your path and then you're thinking, oh, this is negative, one more thing. No, it's actually positive to show you to be creative and that you're protected. So let's just see here, stress less card, which one you get. Thank yourself for what you do. Thank yourself for what you do, Virgo. During your work day, or if you're retired, just during your day, write down on small notes all the things you've finished during the day. You can collect the notes in a glass jar on your nightstand at home. Write down even the smallest of things. When you go to bed, have a look at what you've written down and thank yourself for even the smallest things you've done. Instead of thinking about all the unfinished things you did or how you did something wrong, pay attention to the stuff you've done and the things that you feel like you did right and well and good, because gratefulness induces a positive feeling, which in turn adds motivation to any activity. So start to write down the things you did right. Hey, I painted this room and reorganized and decorated. It looks amazing. Write it down instead of going to bed and going, oh, I said that one thing, I could have done better, and you're being hard on yourself. Pull out all the things you did by the end of the week that were amazing. You'll be surprised and start to focus on that and have gratitude for yourself, because it's going to motivate you to do some new things that are outside of the box. Good luck, Virgo. Okay, so next up I have Libra. And remember, the full moon's going to be in Libra, and we still have Venus retrograde. So you guys are really feeling it, especially Libra suns and Libra risings. So, let go of any insecurities, doubt. There's some past wounds and hurts from past relationships. It's time to ask for healing on that. to really process it, maybe have a little cry, and then just go, okay, so all of the people in my life are here to teach me something, and I'm learning from them. And I got, let go of your own limiting beliefs or limitations you put on yourself, and step out more. It's time to show up, have more fun, and believe in yourself. Okay, so let's see what cards you get, Libra, for the full moon in Libra week. So it looks like woman holding coin. So it could be man as well, holding a coin. So you're thinking about money, resources. Looks like you know you're protected. You're sitting on your throne there knowing that you deserve so much more. And so I feel like you're releasing some of the ways that you valued yourself before, and that you're valuing yourself more, sitting there with the coin knowing you deserve it. And she's looking beautiful doing that in her purple. And then of course I got man holding heart. So remember, this is interchangeable, man or woman. So this is all about love. This is a man that loves himself and loves his world, spends time in nature, is seeing through eyes of love. So either, you know, you're wanting a relationship to come in, or if you're in a relationship, you are in such a good place to give and receive love, and you're really about balancing it out and make sure it's balanced this time around. You have angelic help. Look at this beautiful queen with this crown on, like I have. 7th chakra, Archangel Uriel. So you're getting an upgrade to your crown chakra. Your wow, it looks like you just have so much more light around you. You're releasing anything heavy around your heart, and that it looks like you want success in the world, and you're going to get it. So just keep on walking forward. Just keep moving forward. You also have the Angel of Strength here. This is usually a Leo card. So it looks like you're just balancing your life and also embodying more strength. And I've got Goddess of the Moon. So the moon is your moon. Just remember, you are the goddess or the god, or you are just so much more powerful than you've ever realized. So I think you are beginning to realize that. And yeah, balance yourself out with the yin and yang. That's so cool. All right, so let's just see what animal you get, Libra. All right. Looks like I have a deer. And this one looks like a fawn, but it could be deer that you see or fawn. Either one. And it says divine presence. I am a divine presence in this world, and I make a positive impact every day. So every day, smile at someone, do something kind, be kind to yourself, and just, when you see something beautiful in nature, just take it in, look for your signs. There's wonders everywhere. Remember, you are making a difference, and release any doubt. Let's see what stress less card you get. It's funny how you get about breathing, being air sign. So it says breathe 10 times. Breathe 10 times. Close your eyes, breathe 10 times in and out. And slowly concentrate. Imagine when you breathe in that it reaches all the way to your pelvis and lifts up your abdomen. When breathing out, let the air come all the way from the lower abdomen and pelvis. Do this 10 times slowly. So really start to focus on your breath this week. Breathe slowly, and you can count the times in your mind. Stress makes us breathe shallow and with our diaphragm and only the chest and top part of our lungs. So this way, the body isn't getting enough oxygen and it's tense, which can affect our personal strength. So you're being asked to do some breath work this week to slow your breath, notice your breath, make sure you're taking a deep breath in. and that will help you. Okay, good luck, Libra. And next up we have Scorpio, Sun, Moon, or Rising, whichever one you identify with, you know, most of all. And I've got that you're reminiscing more than usual this week. You're checking your circle of friends and you're seeing which ones are showing up for you, which ones have it, which ones maybe you want to keep or bring closer to you this week, and some that maybe you're just leaving at the perimeter of your circle. And you're going to, you're going to look at your own strengths and weaknesses, and you're going to focus on balancing yourself this week. Awesome. So, all right. So I got deceit. Someone's lied to you or, you know, did something negative towards you fairly recently, and you're thinking about that. Really, they disappointed you. And it looks like family and upside down. So someone in your family could have hurt your feelings and you've been thinking about that. It's having an effect on your money situation and your life. So let's see here. Just know that you have the strength. The angel of strength is with you, and that you need to release anxiety about that situation instead of hanging on to it. Yeah, you're really hanging on to it. And you have a decision to make. You're not sure which way to go about it. Like, do I continue on being mad at this person because they did me wrong, or they lied to me, or they hurt my feelings? Or do I, you know, forgive them and then just move forward, but in knowing that they showed themselves? Whatever you decide, just know that it's best to release any resentment, because it lightens your load on this journey and you just want to keep moving forward with your light. It looks like you're ready for summertime and some self-care. So schedule something just for you to take care of yourself, and it looks like maybe even plan something in summer that's fun. And call in Archangel Michael to help you cut any cords and release any unforgiveness. Okay. So good luck there, Scorpio. Let's see what animal you get. It looks like I got a beetle. Yeah. So it says, I'm connected to the universal truths and they guide me in every decision. So just walk forward in your own truth. Just because somebody in your family treated you some kind of way, hurt your feelings, you could take note of it, but you need to forgive them, because everyone's on their path. You need to make sure that you are as light as possible on your journey, moving forward, bring in more light, detox, forgive them on the full moon, and decide to, lighten your load. It just feels like a heavy backpack you're carrying around with some memories. So let's just release that and plan something fun coming up in summer to look forward to. And maybe you want to do a shamanic healing. I'm feeling for releasing some limiting beliefs that comes from mom or dad. And know that you might have come in as a higher vibration than them. And instead of being so mad at them, maybe you decided to come in to show them a different way. So think about that, and let's just see what stress less card you get. Okay, I got breathe, thanks. Breathe, thanks. Close your eyes and concentrate on your breathing. Breathe normally. When you have a normal pace of breathing, whisper, thank you, every time you breathe in or out. Do this for a while and concentrate. If you feel good, you can also add the things you're grateful for right now. So you've been thinking about some of the things that someone in your family hurt your feelings, or how they could have been better. Well, I want you to release that do some shadow work during the full moon. but then also is there something you could be grateful for, and can you grow that relationship, like no mud, no lotus. Like, could you grow up and past this and make it a beautiful connection? Or is it that you just need to spend less time with them, but you don't want to just be angry at them all the time, because it's just going to hurt your own money situation, your own situation is going to block you. So do a release and then breathe and find gratitude for even the people that piss you off, because everything is working out in your favor. And whenever somebody shows you themselves, it's great to see that side of them and to know it's there. And maybe creating a stronger boundary would be good right now. Okay, so yeah. So that's it, Scorpio. Good luck. And yeah, do a little bit of shadow work this week and find gratitude in the small things. Okay, so next up we have Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising. And I got Sagittarius, quit resisting change. There's something you need to change in your life to bring about more balance, and you're resisting it and it's causing you stress. This is a week for you to purge, because you're getting ready to align with your best life. And there's some people, places, things, habit that just can't come with you on this next level. So you need to loosen the grip around something or a way that you've been up until now, or, there's something you're just hanging on to. It's like dead weight, or it's just not going to work in the future. So release it. Definitely go near the fire pit and release whatever this is. So do some soul searching on what you've been holding on to so tightly, and maybe being disappointed about how something turned out. Well, there's something else around the corner, I feel like, coming up. I definitely feel end of May and June that's amazing, and you would miss it if you were distracted by this other thing. So do a major release, and let's see what cards you get. Yeah, you've been feeling all tied up. So it's been your thoughts just tying you up, because you tied yourself up. So untie it, or call Archangel Michael to cut any cords and to free you from any limiting beliefs, or where you're just getting stuck on a thought about somebody or something, instead of looking at this bright new door that's being opened for you. Yeah, look, there's Archangel Michael coming to the rescue to cut those cords. And so somebody lied to you, or they were deceitful, and you're like upset about that. I mean, I'm sorry, but it's only a matter of time before you see somebody's true colors. So what are you going to do about that? Are you going to stay tied up? Because then you're tying yourself to them because you're disappointed. Cut the cord. See it for what it is. This person, wasn't what they said they were, or they said they were going to do this and they didn't show up for you, and you're upset about it. Well, the more you stay upset, the more it's going to block your blessings. So let that go. Go spend time with your family. Go do something fun. Have a nice time. Let that situation go. It looks like because you're blocking your own blessings by focusing on that and focusing on lack. Call in. Third chakra is your power. Archangel Shemuel to help you with your self-esteem. To take your power back, because maybe you thought this person was going to help you with work, or they were going to be a good friend, and then they just disappointed you, and then you're like, oh, why do I trust people? And then you just went down, spiraled down. Okay, so take your power back and just go, okay, thanks, universe, for showing me who this person is, and they had an ulterior motive, and just say, light the way for new people that are coming towards me that have good intentions. Yeah, and then your money situation rectifies itself, because you're the queen, and you're protected. So Don't let that person drag you down or the situation. You got to release it. Don't tie yourself to that situation with unforgiveness. So, yeah, and then focus on the love that you do have. Focus on being in nature and clearing your heart during the full moon in Libra, and then call in Archangel Uriel for strength. And looks like, look at the crown. It looks like you're getting a crown chakra upgrade. Okay, so this person might have known you were getting an upgrade and they were jealous. So let it go, and then you're going to have success in the world. Cool. Yeah, don't quit thinking about that. Like it's like you want karma on your time. No, it'll happen whenever for them. Stop thinking about them. Like, think about what you're blessed with. And I feel like new opportunities are coming up in May and June. Don't be so hard on yourself because you were hanging out with somebody or you were thinking about this was a good opportunity and then it turned out not to be, and then you're being hard on yourself for some reason. Like, release it. You're being guided all the time. So you were protected. Think of it that way. All right, so let's see what animal you get. I got the lion. Mystic flow. I flow with the mystic energy of the universe, embracing each moment as it comes. So do a release. Sometimes people do hurt your feelings, and Sagittarius can take it personal. So let it go. It's not personal. It's about them. It's not about you. Okay? And don't let them block you from your blessings. So call in your strength. Let's see what stressless card you get. Say you're great. Yeah, just because an opportunity seemed pretty cool, or there might have been something that you might wanted to try, and then you like started to walk towards it and it started to fall apart, or the person that was presenting it like it was going to be so amazing and fun and great, it wasn't. So what? So you figured that out. Then just redirect, reroute, and speak kindly to yourself. Write down a list of things you like about yourself. So get yourself in check there, Saggy, and write down what your strengths are and what you're really good at. Remind yourself, because you're often the one, telling other people how great they are and you're positive, but it's time for you to do that for yourself this week. Use this moment to notice all the great things you are. You can do the list with the help of this question. If you were somebody else, what things would you say you're great at? So pretend like you're on the outside looking in and write down, wow, these are all the things I think are really cool about you, Sag, which you're talking about yourself, but you're taking yourself out of yourself and out of your mind or whatever the situation that felt heavy. Remember, it got eclipsed out of your life during the eclipse. So when you pay attention to the good things in yourself, you don't just make them stronger, but you also feel more comfortable and more powerful. If you only pay attention to the things that you lack, like, oh, I messed that up, or I thought that I'm such a good judge of character, how did I miss that? Then you're going to feel incomplete, unsatisfied, and upset. And that adds to the feelings of stress. So just say, wow, that person is really good at pretending that I missed it, but I eventually got it and I caught on. So glad I was saved from that situation. It could have been way worse. Brush it off on the full moon and call in, your new opportunities and have gratitude, and just know that you're getting an upgrade to your crown chakra. Awesome. Okay, so you're having a week there, Sag, but you can do it. I believe in you, and it's okay to feel like you're a little off this week, because you're processing things through your heart. And when your heart feels like it's wounded or hurt or betrayed, it's like an old wound that, it's been scabbed over, but it hurts because it reminds you of the deeper wound. So just do some soul searching and spend some time with a family member that you really love, and Start to speak kindly about yourself and write down the things that you do like about yourself and go forward from there. Good luck, Sag. Okay, so next up, I have Capricorn. Sun, Moon, Rising, Capricorn. Okay, so you've been playing hide and seek with your feelings. So it seems like you've been like, you're feeling some kind of way because you've been in a shift this year, and then you're kind of denying some feelings, and then others you're embracing, but some you're not looking at the shadow. So I feel like it's time for you to write a love letter to yourself and to your future self. So you're going to write a love letter to your future self. Do something outside of the box to be kind to yourself. And I really want you to spend some time with releasing all of the feelings that you felt after this eclipse and whatever it is that you had to release, and schedule your time to talk with a spiritual mentor, and schedule your time to do something kind and fun and something different, because it's needed. All right, so, and like I said, write a love letter to your future self. So your future self could be 6 months from now, or it could be 3 years. So just write down like, hey, I love you. You're awesome. You've done amazing things, and you've worked really hard. You deserve all the best. And then, yeah, you could even have someone in charge of it and release the control around it and tell them to send it to you on this, specific date or something like that. Okay, so it looks like you got your mind on your money and your money on your mind. And it looks like by you valuing yourself, more money is coming in. You're looking over your soul contracts and balancing them out, and your contracts when it comes to money. You're walking away from something big time, but you look really happy about it. So have more appreciation for yourself and the smaller things in life, and just like being in the moment. And then you're going to know when, and there's going to be a time to take action towards something completely different. That, because you're moving towards, I don't know, the shift. You've been shifting for a while, and it looks like it's a door to spirit. So where you're living through your soul, with your soul, for your soul. Like you're listening to your spirit and not just living worldly, but it looks like you're having a spiritual awakening. That's what it is. Cool. All right, so spiritual awakening a lot of times is going to ask you to be authentic with your feelings instead of masking them, hiding them, denying them. So that's why you could be feeling a little more emotional, because it's time to look at and be real with yourself. All right, what animal did you get? I got a butterfly. I knew you were going through a transformation there, Capricorn. And it says cosmic flow. I flow with the cosmic energy of the universe, trusting in the natural rhythm of life. Okay, so you got to let go and trust. You got to believe and have faith. You got to walk. You're walking the path of spirit now. And spirit just puts one foot in front of the other and knows that everything you need, you're going to be provided for. And it's working out for your good. So let's see. Stress Less card says, which one do you get? This is go on a holiday. Looks like you need a break, maybe a weekend away somewhere. Close your eyes and think of a wonderful day or another holiday that's coming up where you've been to, or maybe you've even seen in pictures. So imagine being there and sensing the surroundings. How does it feel and smell? How's the sensation on your skin? Embrace this new view and the atmosphere in your whole being. Traveling in these wonderful thoughts reduces stressful feelings. So I think that, the winter doldrums are over, it's spring, and you're having a major transformation this year. You're shifting, you're being more authentic, you're feeling your feelings more, And that's a lot for you. Like you're coming out of kind of being rigid or maybe masking some things into being more authentic. So maybe you just need a breather, go take a weekend away to, the mountains somewhere, Deep Creek or the beach or somewhere. Just take a weekend away. I mean, even you could go with a friend or you could go by yourself just to get a new perspective and relax yourself because you're shifting. And it's a lot for you. So take a break. Or at least schedule one coming up. Okay, good luck there, Capricorn. And next up, Aquarius. How you doing? Sun, Moon, Rising, Aquarius. All right, so Aquarius is doing a lot of mental work this week, looking at and reflecting on personal setbacks, past mistakes, misconnections. So you need to be patient with yourself. This is all part of the process. So you're doing a purging where you're like, hey, I could have done this better, or this relationship didn't serve me, or I thought this was going to go one way or the other. It's very similar to what Sagittarius is going through, although Sagittarius is processing it through their heart, maybe taking things personal, whereas the Aquarius Sun, Moon, Rising is very much mind, mental chatter, and ruminating over some things, wondering how did you get into certain situations, or wondering why an opportunity isn't going better. So there's just a lot of mental chatter, mental work that's going on. Just know that you need to be patient with yourself because you're purging. You're just releasing a lot of disappointments is what I'm getting, or the way you saw certain things as a setback. So your mindset is a little bit, it feels like a little down. And that's because this full moon is in Libra, asking you to have a new perspective on yourself and how you show up in the world. And maybe there's a new way you could show up in your friend group and in your work group. And maybe to be, I'm feeling like a little more vulnerable, which is what I'm feeling. Okay, so let's see what cards you get. All right, so it's time for you to take action, not just think about things, but okay, so if I want my friendships to, I want to feel closer to my friends and I want them to edify me, then what do I need to do? What action do I need to take? Do I need to call somebody up and say, hey, let's go have coffee? Or do I need to maybe share a vulnerable post, something you've been through, so you're more relatable? You know what action you need to take. So whatever comes up for you. I feel like it's time to embrace more appreciation for just life, for just waking up and going, wow, there's a flower outside and I'm alive and grounded. Because there's so many things that you want to accomplish, and there's so many like goals and visions you have for yourself and the world, and you want to accomplish them, and you will. So just take time this week to just embrace and appreciate waking up, putting your feet in the ground, looking around in nature, and look for your signs, look at the animals, look at the birds, just singing away. So begin to have more appreciation for just being alive, just given this opportunity to accomplish these things. You don't have to accomplish them all this week. And yeah, there's people that have disappointed you, and there's things that could have gone better, or timelines are different. But I feel like just waking up this week and releasing all that, giving it to Mother Earth. There's something you're walking away from, or a habit, or a person, a way of being. You're looking at your soul contracts, you're looking at your money contracts, you're looking things over. Now that Mercury's gone direct, it's a good time to look over your contracts even more. And then you know that you're walking through a door of value, so you got to do the purging to bring this door that's opening up for you and brings more value. It looks like you're working on your sacral chakra, your second chakra. And Archangel Ariel is going to help you with that. You're also working with Archangel Raphael this week. to heal your heart from some past wounds. Yeah, so Raphael, green light energy. Awesome. Let's see what animal you get. Aquarius. I think it's a good way. I definitely think you need to do a release near the fire. Put your crystals out. Write down some things that pop up for you. And yeah, do a major release. You're having a purging. Yeah, so I got a little sloth, so slow down. You're moving too fast. You're trying to get it all done, like, by the end of this month or something. All right, I got the sloth. Cosmic energy. I'm infused with cosmic energy, which empowers and uplifts me. Go do something, and like, if you're not allergic to animals, like, go visit a wildlife sanctuary. Go visit a farm. Go just be in nature and get grounded and go like, wow, look at the goat, like nibbling the, the food out of my hand, and just be fully present with it. Because I feel like you're like, I have all these things I need to do. I need to accomplish. I need to get them done. I gotta. And, you're organizing your life, but how about just going and being fully present somewhere? So take a friend and go be somewhere. Just go to a waterfall. Just look at nature and enjoy it. Slow down. Slow your breathing. Just look at the little sloth there. Go do some yoga with bunnies. I don't know, something like that. Okay. All right. And let's just see what card you get from the Stress Less cards. Okay, so I got concentrate on one thing. Yeah, you guys have so many, all the plates are going and you got so many different things going on, but let's just concentrate on one thing. The next time you start doing something, concentrate on one thing at a time. At first, you can make a to-do list and think about it, but when you choose one thing on the list, so every day choose the number one thing you want to get done, and the number one thing that day that is going to help you stay aligned. Is it meditation? Is it walking? Is it breathing? Is it grounding? So pick the one thing. Yes, there's multiple different things and you have all these different ways of doing it, but one goal for the day, one way to stay aligned. This is going to help simplify your thoughts this week at the tail end of the Venus retrograde and the full moon in Libra. So forget about everything else. Whenever you start thinking about something else, just move the thought aside and focus your attention to what you're doing now. So start to be fully present in your life and in your conversations, not think, oh, I got to do these 90 other things later. So when you can get rid of all the other thoughts, the doing will give you rest. So this is going to help you with your stress because you have so many thoughts and so many things you want to accomplish, and you're so innovative and cool and all that, like so interesting, intelligent. I definitely feel like this week, let's just slow it down. You remember Venus is still retrograde. So one thing you're going to accomplish that day and one thing to stay aligned. What's your number one thing? Yeah, you have many different things, grounding and breath work and yoga and this and that. But let's just simplify it this week since we're all purging. We're releasing. We had those eclipses. They were intense. Something's being eclipsed out of your life. You still feel the effects of it, So, for me, it would be meditation. So for you, maybe it's yoga. I got to do the yoga, and then my goal would be, to have 5 clients a day. So did you have 5 clients a day and did you do yoga? Yes. Okay, good. Then the rest of the time you're getting your upgrades to your system, and then you're doing some purging this week. So you got to have time for that. So take it easy. Let's just keep it simple this week, okay? Awesome. Good luck, Aquarius. Next up, Pisces. All right, Pisces, I got that you're having more heart-to-heart conversations with your loved ones, your friends, your family. You're deepening your bonds through these conversations. You're really wanting to feel seen and heard. So you're opening up the doorway to to have conversations that you've always wanted to have. And I really want you to see yourself flowing with the conversation, to listening to what they have to say, to allowing them to finish what you have to say, and then celebrate the beautiful connections that you have in your life. There are some people in your life, they're just like, they're magical. So celebrate them. Do something nice for them. Surprise them with something. Because when you give, then you receive. So open up the gates to giving, I would say, this week. And then you're going to get something amazing coming back. We're not doing it to get, but this is teaching you balance, right? So I think that giving is needed this week, and then you're going to receive something amazing coming up by, the end of this month or May. So let's just see what cards you get there, Pisces. All right, so you definitely need a balance because your angel of balance is upside down. So write it up, and just whatever it is you need to do in your life to feel more balanced, to get more balanced, to stay aligned. So I want you to write down 5 ways for you to incorporate balance and structure and feeling at ease in your life. What are the 5 things? So come up with those things and write them down. And then you can come up with how you want to implement them into your life. Like, could you add a Pilates? Could you add a breath work? Could you take some kind of class online? Could you reach out to a spiritual mentor? Could you go for a walk? Just write down some ideas you have. If you have more than 5, that's fine. Just highlight 5 and see how you can fit those main 5 things in by the end of May. So give yourself some breathing room there. The temple path. Spend time in nature to feel closer to your divinity. Okay. It looks like you have Archangel Gabriel working with you to speak your truth. Whenever you speak from your heart, you're not wrong. You're speaking from your heart. It needs to be spoken. So allow him to help you with that. Looks like the door to value is opening up because you're feeling better about yourself and you're speaking your mind. You got to speak your mind and your heart, and it's going to help you with your money. Because if you're blocking your throat chakra, or you're not saying something to somebody, or you want to have this deep conversation, or you want to clear the air and you're not, you're blocking yourself, and it seems to be affecting your root chakra. So look at your contracts, your financial contracts, your soul contracts, and what needs to be renewed, what needs to be tightened up, shifted, and changed, or balanced. Something you're walking away from, especially after those eclipses energy that you've had enough of. Maybe it's a habit, or what you've accepted is okay. And just walk in appreciation and love. Wake up with gratitude. Find 3 things you're grateful for each day. And maybe even get a journal to write down the different signs you saw throughout the day. Or a dream journal. See what information's coming in through your dreams, and just have appreciation. There's going to be time for some action, but right now it's really about just filling yourself up with love, having deeper conversations, loving yourself, doing kind things for you, taking time for you, and showing up loving in your conversations with others. And it's going to lead you to a door of personal healing and happiness. There's a dove there. Peace is on its way. You just have to do your purging and release of any overthinking. Don't overthink it. And remember, you're a goddess of the god or goddess of the moon. So you're going to do your major release by the full moon. And then you're going to move along on your journey, on your path, with a lot of light. Even though you don't know what's at the end of this bridge, you're just going to keep moving forward and be fully present and loving to yourself. Sing in the shower and then go have your conversation. Put it with somebody that you need to have a conversation with. Put some beautiful music on. Write a letter if you're not able to say it in the natural. Okay, and then I got for you a spider. So the spider says, the spider's weaving its web, and I'm aware of my infinite potential and I strive to fulfill it every day. So to me, sometimes when I think of a spider, it's also like looking at your fears. Like, is there one fear and it's just like kind of interwoven in your whole life and it's affecting it? So if you're afraid to speak up for yourself, it's time to speak up for yourself. And that'll affect everything. I also got for you that fell out a beautiful owl, and it says radiant spirit. My spirit is radiant and it shines brightly through all I do. So you might see an owl, you might see a spider. I mean, that spider, when it's making that web, it's really intricate. So, and releasing any fears or doubts this week. And from the Stress Less cards, I got walk slowly. So you might want to go take a walk in nature, maybe near water or near the mountains or something. During your break from work or when you're moving from one place to the next, try walking intentionally and extra slow. So slow your walking, notice your signs instead of just like, I got to get to here, or I got to get to here by that time. I got to get home by this time. I got to pick up dinner. Like, take a walk where you're intentionally walking slower and being fully present, because the busier you are rushing here and there, it's going to stress you out. And the slower you walk, you're going to pay attention to your surroundings and how you're walking, and take mental notes on how the walking feels. So when you're acting calmly, your body will calm down. So do a walking meditation and post below, what did you see on your walking meditation? And then maybe even scheduling something in the future where you're seeing a beautiful waterfall or somewhere that you have always wanted to go to. Schedule that with a friend to do, because you're doing the work, you're looking at your shadow side, you're speaking your truth, speaking up for yourself. And I think that would be just amazing to go to a place that has a really high vibe. So somewhere where there's a waterfall, just take it all in.